cap, I leave it big.
Geo Kitchens, more commonly known as Gunna.
Gunna!
You dig?
Is an Atlanta-based hip-hop artist who helped push that trap melodic sound to the mainstream, spawning hits like Drip Too Hard, Pushin' P, and my personal favorite, Met Gala.
Send me a text, don't answer her call. She love when I flex and shopping her mall. Relieving her stress, I beat on her walls. She skied on her chest, she kissing my balls.
Also having commercial successful projects like Drip Harder with Little Baby, Drip and Drown 1 and 2, his 2020 project Gunna, and of course his Drip Season series, with his most recent one, Drip Season 4, being his most successful, selling over 160,000 copies and being certified double platinum this past year. Oh yeah, and of course he's a member of YSL, which I think everybody know that by now.
Duh.
But this video ain't about Gunna's rap career or his music, but more so is he a snitch or not, cause based on who you ask, you get different responses.
Believe that Gunna told that I don't sit up and play games, man. That man told.
Nobody is a snitch until Thug say it.
We got Gunna Tello. We got Gunna Cooperate. We got Gunna Testify.
Cause if you ask a rap fan who's not in the streets, 9 times out of 10 they'll say no, not really understanding the circumstances in that situation.
Cause you don't even know the full story. You don't even know the full story and you saying he's rap. I'm not gonna call him a rap until Thug say he a rap. Because, you know.
Whereas if you ask somebody from the streets, more than likely they'll say
yes.
Yeah,
because niggas in the street, they're gonna automatically assume that he read it.
Seems like that you sold out your partner in a situation that y'all was both involved in, only thinking about what you benefit and gain from the situation, while at the same time throwing your mans under the bus. But you also have a lot of people who feels neutral about if Gunna really snitched or not, and did he really put Young Thug's freedom at jeopardy? Cause if you ask me, he did, but also didn't.
What?
So we all remember back in May 2022
I remember this.
that 28 members of the YSL group would get arrested and hit with RICO charges, which all piled up to 56 different counts and was looking at a hefty time in prison, especially for the 3 co-founders of the gang, who was Young Thug, Mondo, and Walter Murphy, who were the main targets of this whole case. Meanwhile, Gunna wasn't really a prominent figure in this RICO case and was never involved in the gang activity that other YSL members was doing, so the charges he got wasn't as lethal, and with Gunna being well acknowledged of the situation, he would try to get granted bond but would get denied not once, not twice, but 3 different times, where it seemed like it was a lost cause for Gunna and he wasn't getting out anytime soon, and he just looked unhealthy. A lot of people was praying for him. He was having withdrawals, looking sick, and it seemed like he was gonna die.
That's why he looked so skinny.
Some of those pictures looked scary and everybody was praying for his well-being, hoping that he was gonna get out soon, and them prayers would eventually be granted, cause later that year in December, after Gunna was in prison for 7 months, he
got out in December?
Out, changing Gunna's life and career forever.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
What makes this whole situation look bad for Gunna is that Young
I mean, he said that they have proof. They have proof. He can't just sit there and lie. They got proof of YSL being a gang, of the crimes that they committed. It's in the music too.
YSL wasn't a gang, and it was strictly a music-related business group.
Yeah.
With this video being publicized, this will cause an uproar in the rap and street community, with people turning their backs on Gunna and calling him a rat. Most notably people like Lil Durk, Lil Boosie, Weezy, and Lil Gotti, who was also a YSL affiliate but never got snatched up in the case. And he would be one of the main vocal people speaking on behalf of Young Thug that he doesn't mess with Gunna no more, due to him taking that plea deal and going against the grain. And everybody in Atlanta seems to not be rocking with Gunna no more either, not even in clubs.
Damn, Atlanta not fuck with him. Damn.
Now, if you think Gunna's a snitch or a rat, then that's your opinion. I'm not here to
That's
fight
exactly.
Is, how come y'all don't keep that same energy of the other guys who took that plea deal?
For real.
Gunna, he may be the most famous dude, but he wasn't the only dude. In fact, it was 7 other people who took a plea deal. Little Duke took a plea deal. Young Thug's older blood.
That's one of the. That's one of the owners.
deal and testified on him, which makes that even 10 times worse than what Gunna did.
Exactly, niggas on his dick.
He turns around and gets arrested again from a gun charge, and now his dumb ass have to do 9 years in prison for violating his probation.
Stupid
YSL
ass.
Woody's literally on camera telling cops about a murder that Young Thug was involved in, which stems back to October 2021, only a couple months before YSL would get hit with the RICO case. And don't get me wrong, I'm not here entirely defending Gunna, cause what he did low-key was some sucker shit. But bro,
exactly.
Without Gunna, YSL was gonna go down regardless. It's not the sole purpose or the main reason if Young Thug ever gets convicted. Cause bro, I'm telling you, they've been building this case up for years. Gunna is not a quintessential piece or was never a big factor in this YSL case ever. And there's a big reason why his plea deal was for time served and probation, while other members in the YSL gang plea deals is like 10 to 20 years. The prosecutor even alluded to that there's more people in the gang testifying that we don't know about yet, and a couple of these guys is willing to testify if this case goes to trial. But I understand people's position when it comes to Gunna, and like I said earlier, I'm not here to defend
it's because
him
he's famous.
Hate off of him, cause he does deserve the backlash that he's getting. All I'm saying is people's misinterpreting the snitch allegation just towards Gunna, while the real people who's testifying and doing the damage on Young Thug is getting away scot-free.
Exactly.
And the only reason why Gunna's getting this,
they don't look at the background information.
He's the most popular rapper. Some people could say that Gunna has a history of this, and this is just one of his tendencies to open his mouth and dry snitch. Cause over 10 years ago, he got on national TV trying to come to his cousin's defense on a murder charge that he claims he ain't do, and the only reason why he was charged for it was cause of mistaken identity. But he will also say in this interview the guy's name who should have been charged instead of his cousin.
Devontae Benton's younger cousin, Sergio Kitchens, says Benton is on trial for murder simply because his friends turned on him. Kitchens says Benton first lied to police because he didn't want to rat out another member, Clarence Carter.
Everybody, know, the streets know, and so everybody looking at it like it was wrong because this man would let my family member, you know what I'm saying, go down for something he did. It was just a coincidence of how it was put out. Shit,
if my family member was going down.
He just had on the hood, and Devo didn't. He had on a regular shirt.
So is Gunna a snitch? In my opinion, I don't really think he is, technically, but at the same time, just looking at these two events, I know where Gunna's morals lie on, and it shows us for itself. Not necessarily always thinking about the repercussions of his actions, and how bad that it can affect other people that he claims he cares about, or quote-unquote living by the street code. But these are my thoughts and opinions on the whole Gunna situation, and if I think he's a snitch or not, y'all be sure to let me know y'all's down below. And does Gunna deserve all the blame that he's getting, or y'all feel like the rap fans is focusing on the wrong?
Yeah.
But like the video, comment, share, subscribe. Have a nice day.
A snitch. No one's want to be labeled as a snitch.
There's other people doing worse than what Gunna get. Gunna just took the plea deal. Other people are testifying, even the niggas that made it.
I been living fast, it been spoiling me. I don't trust the bitches you recording me. I been living fast, it been spoiling me. I'm bringing my meds on the tour with me. I been living fast, it been spoiling me. Hey. Fuck foreigns right now, when it loud, this that straight talk. These leftover stripper ones, I use them to change out. Praying for them broke niggas, we could've went the same route. I'm just coolin', thinking about something that I ain't bought. This shit got me money, why I change now?